think she was still being shady. As for Amaka, I feel everybody was having altercations with Amaka. There was a triangle of relationship stuff that had Chomzy in it.
So you guys, it's time for some updates. Let me give you guys updates on the things that have been happening in the house. I'm going to start with the DOYIN and TACHA gist. Welcome back to my channel, guys. If you are new here, please do well subscribe, turn on your post notifications so I can get notified each time I post a brand new video, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up. So yesterday, DOYIN and Amaka, they were having a conversation. It was mostly about Amaka's dream, right? She had a dream. It had to do with eviction, Ebuka, and all of that. And it's true, she had a dream about that, and then she went home yesterday. But that aside, it got to a point where they were talking about things that get you all riled up in the house and make you behave a certain way. They now spoke about TACHA. DOYIN's point was that for TACHA's reaction, like some of the things that she did in the house, it was kind of like her that brought it upon herself, or it was based off of what she did that those things came back to her. But that now she kind of understands being in that situation in the house, where knowing that so many people can just come after you and make you all riled up. So it was just like gist, right?
I guess maybe she had a good reason for her own.
I feel like, she actually had a good reason.
Because that one is that the whole house was against her.
Yeah, but she also caused some of the things by herself. I don't even blame her at this point, because now I'm in the house. I know people can get back
to make you to become mad.
Then TACHA now decided to respond online. And what did TACHA say? TACHA said, let me just read it out for you guys. TACHA was like, DOYIN or whatever her name is should come F me at this point. Girl is obsessed. I was like, obsessed, okay, on top of this small talk that DOYIN talks in the house. And I don't even think DOYIN was coming from a bad place, or she was saying anything bad like that, right? And then obsessed. Everybody is obsessed at this point. So that's just it for their gist. People have had a lot to say about it online, different comments and all of that. So just let me give you guys an update. Then for what has been going on in the house, you guys, they've used sheep to choke us. At this point, they are doing, as in the morning, once you wake up in the morning, you're sure to see some early morning kisses from like the different sheeps per se. Last season, it was hard to find a kiss. Like kisses were special, right? And this season, it's like the kissing is on another level. Last night we had Fina and Groovy. In fact, the one is like every night something. And then today we had Allison and Hermes. Bella and Shex, they had their own. And then we have a new one that is looking like it might be forming, or let me not say it might be forming, but it's looking like things are now progressing, because Daniela was in the head of house room, and DOTUN was trying to call everybody out so that they can have a conversation. They can discuss about their wager. So when he went to call her, she was lying down, and the next thing he now leaned forward to peck her. I say, "Excuse me, sir."
Never forget to play. Lounge, this is what you're probably sleeping. I'm about to attack us. As if you don't know I was calling people to laugh. Yeah, wake up.
I don't know what's going on there, because the fact that because there was one time that DOTUN asked her for a kiss, right, and she didn't agree. But like it's almost like, okay, he's now taking it slow from peck to they're going to go for that. Some people are actually already shipping these two people. I don't know, how do people enter the shipping level, because they're already shipping them, and I'm like, I thought you people don't want ships. So let's talk briefly about their diary room sessions and the responses they gave as to why they nominated the people that they nominated. So for Groovy, he said he nominated DOYIN and Adekunle, and the reason he nominated both of them is same as last week, because he nominated both of them last week, so he just wanted to repeat their names again because there was no eviction last week. That for Adekunle, he is like a payback something. Adekunle put him up when he was head of house, and then also he wants to test his strengths. And then for DOYIN, he was like, they don't really connect, and he feels like maybe the whole beauty situation has something to do with it. So, but like, there's just something off between them.
I put him up because I actually want to know like his his strengths. And for DOYIN, we talk, but like I don't feel like we connect so well. Then I made the mention last week of her not wanting to put too much effort into things, and
most of their nominations were not strategic. It was based on emotions. And even those that were saying it's not based on emotions, they were mostly based on emotions. I said it yesterday actually, but I just wanted to hear from them, and they just kind of confirmed what I was thinking, that it was mostly emotional. Because you'll be hearing, oh, we don't connect, we're not close, you did this to me now and I did this to you then. And I was like, you guys had one chance at taking away a very strong contender from the game, and you guys decided to vote based on emotions. Like, who does that, right? Even though I know that there are some people that would have left yesterday, that Twitter everywhere would have been on fire, but like, if they were actually being strategic, if they were really playing the game, the people that they nominated, I don't think that those are the people's names that would have really been hearing. So moving on, as for Swag said he nominated Doyin and Amaka. For Doyin, he said that he feels like Doyin is kind of shady, that even though they had a conversation, but you know, he still maintains the way he feels about like her, that she's shady and all. For Amaka, he said that she has been in several altercations, right? You see, that's what I'm saying. Emotions.
I think she was still being shady. As for Amaka, I feel everybody was having altercations with Amaka. There was a triangle of relationship stuff that had CHIIZY in it.
He mentioned the whole the lie, that's gist, the gossip gist that was going around, which I think influenced a lot of them to call Amaka's name, that particular situation, right? Then for Adekunle said he called Doyin and Amaka. For Doyin, he said that no, for both Doyin and Amaka, he said that he feels like he just felt like, okay, or he feels like they're being very strategic. So to him, he just assumed that, okay, these two people are strong contenders, maybe because they're being very strategic.
I found out that quite a number of people actually working with the strategy. I felt almost dumbfounded thinking about it initially. I thought both of them were working with the strategy, and I just got the impression that both of them were really strong outside the house. That was basically why.
So according to him, his own was based on strategy. Although I don't really believe Doyin's nomination is based on strategy, but he said it's based on strategy that he feels like they're strong. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. If you're being strategic about it, that makes sense. Then CHIIZY nominated Swag and Bella. He said for Swag that it's do me, I do you. Swag nominated him before, and then he now decided that, okay, let me now just put him up. And then he said he also wants to, he also feels like he's strong. And for Bella, he said that himself and Bella, they don't really connect. They don't have any kind of connection, and he doesn't feel like she's being real.
1 is a playback, 2 is a game, 3 is a strong competitor in the game. Then Bella and I don't have any good connection. So far so good, and I think she's not that real, so I nominated her. I personally feel like Bella is real. That's my own personal opinion. It's Shax that I kind of doubt maybe whether he's real or something. But for Bella, I feel like she's kind of, I don't know, that's just the way I view it and all. Then we had Shax complaining about his clown outfits. So he himself and Allison, they won Tale of House. So Tale of House is those that had the worst performance from the Head of House games. So Big Brother gave them some things to use and dress them up. That they're supposed to wear clown outfits for the whole week. So today they gave Shaq skirts, gave him wig, gave Allison wig, gave her skirts to like obviously like clown outfits. Shaq was not having it at all. He was like he didn't like the fact that he was dressed like a woman.
This is cool because at the end of the day I'm the tailor of the house, and whatever's asked of me, I will do. But I just feel like as a man, I should be able to wear, even if I'm going to be a clown, at least let me look like a clown as a man.
This just reminded me of the last season when Big Brother told them to dress as, like they gave them papers and picked who they would dress as. Perry had bra on with skirt and wig. So if he was in that situation, how would he have coped? Because that one was even more hilarious. So I don't know. I don't feel like as a guy dressing as a lady doesn't reduce your masculinity or something. I don't know why some guys feel that way, but like this is a task. Just wear the skirt and rock it. Like it doesn't reduce your masculinity in any way or make you not be a man. You get the same thing happened in Big Brother and Zanzi. I think Gashwan also had an issue with wearing, was it skirts? No, it wasn't skirts. Let's move on, Jerry. I mean, is that all? I think that's all the gist are for you guys. The other diary room sessions, it was mostly the same things. I mean, we're still hearing same things. Brian went in and said that he wanted level 1 people to leave, but he voted for Amaka. People that had to ask him, so why did you now pick Amaka's name if you wanted the level 1 people to leave? He now said that he wasn't really thinking about it, that he felt like maybe it's going to be towards the end of the week, and then fans she had stood up twice, so he didn't know that she was going to go home.
It was random. Assumed it was going to be ending of the week. At that point in time, me making a random choice, I did not think that it would bear any consequence. So I felt very bad.
I don't know, I know it's a game and everything, but it doesn't really make sense to me. Or jail, jig, right? You guys are just very few level 2 mates. I did not expect that any level 2 member will call their mates, even if they've had their own issues within them, right? Like, the level 1 people have not experienced any kind of eviction, so just call them, let them be going, right? There are over 14 people. How is it that none of the 14 names, out of the 14 names, only one that came to your head? So the options are plenty. So I don't know, Shabo. That's just him, and I guess, I don't know. Moving on, Jari Abina. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Bye. Love you.